Guys, today is the day. The DJI Inspire 1 version 2.0 is finally in my hands. You don't know how this makes me feel. This is crazy. So it's not the latest and greatest thing, but still, it doesn't change the fact that the tech in this is really good. The camera is good. The way you can actually change the lenses is game changing. So you could actually get an old Inspire and upgrade the camera, and you can still shoot really good video. You can shoot, raw video, just like the Inspire 2, just like the Red cameras. It's basically a flying camera system. It's not just a drone by itself. That's not what I would consider it. But anyway, enough talking. Let me show you what's inside. This is what it looks like when you open it up. It's a really just standard case inside. It's got tons of styrofoam, but it's form fitted for everything. So if you're like me, you're gonna have some issues getting it in and out. For the first few times, you're gonna forget where things goes. I just got back from the beach, so this video I'm gonna be talking about my time at the beach, my first flight and everything. And then I'm just going to tell you my overall opinion. So it's not gonna be like a full review, but it's gonna be pretty close for having it for, flying it for a day. And I'm gonna be keeping this drone for a full week. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel, because I'm gonna be releasing about 2 more videos after this. Another one's gonna be where I compare it to the Mavic. It's a crazy comparison, but I'm gonna do it. And then another one basically a week later. So kind of that's gonna be like my review. I'm gonna try to put as much effort into it as I can as far as testing everything out. So the Inspire itself is right here. It comes like this. And when it's shipped, it's in basically what you call shipment mode or travel mode, where the legs are perfectly straight out. That allows you to basically put it in the box. We have the propellers. I opted for 2 controllers because with the Inspire, you have one controller that's considered the master and one is the slave. The master basically flies the drone and the slave can control the camera. In a professional setup, that's awesome because one person can focus on maybe flying in really crazy scenarios, close to mountains, close to waterfalls, whatever. The other person can completely focus on, focus, no pun intended. They can make sure everything is right. So if you're a really serious filmmaker, which is what the Inspire line's for anyway, you're gonna wanna opt for both controllers, and really nice controllers as well. From owning the Phantom 3 Standard, the controller was plastic and cheap. These are very solid metal. The thing for your tablet is really nice because you can make it big, like this, but then also you can flip out these little pieces. So if you want to hold your smartphone, you can do that, and the smartphone goes in this little part right here. And then like what I mentioned before, the Inspire is unique to all the other DJI like consumer, prosumer drones in that the camera isn't attached. The gimbal is removable. So this is the camera. It's a 4K camera, so is the Mavic, but the thing is this sensor is bigger, so theoretically it should be better in low light. You should be able to basically capture better data, better color, so working in post should be easier as well. I honestly haven't even seen the footage yet. Like I said, I just did my first flight. I'll be attaching all the footage here as I'm talking to you right now, so be sure to let me know how it looks. And I'll certainly comment on the footage myself, like I mentioned in basically the 1 week review. So make sure you're subscribed for that. And the only other things in here worth talking about, I have some extra batteries right here. The Inspire is it's a beast. It's huge. It can go pretty fast. So depending on how you're flying, you can chew up a battery really quickly. So minimum, if you plan on making a day out of filming, you need 3 batteries. If you're flying really aggressively, you'll chew up a battery in like 10 minutes. If you're out just flying very casually, you can get 15 to maybe 18 minutes max on a battery. So not as good as the Mavic, not as good as the Inspire 2, but the Inspire 2 takes 2 batteries. This just takes 1. Also keep in mind, these batteries are about $200 from DJI themselves. So if you were to purchase the drone and you want extra batteries, minimum you're about to spend $3,000. So this drone isn't cheap, and as you can see, it's not the most convenient thing to carry around. So you have to be a very serious YouTuber, videographer, or even just a very serious hobbyist to even consider this thing. But I'm in love so far. And the only other stuff that's sent in this bag, we have a little clear cap for your camera and some cords and accessories. One thing I love about the Inspire is that it comes with an ND filter out of the box. ND filter, I don't want to bore you right now in this video, but basically ND filters allow you to film more cinematic shots because it puts a cover over your camera, makes it darker so you can lower the shutter speed. The lower the shutter speed, the more cinematic the video looks. I'll leave it at that. If you want to really research it, feel free after this video, of course, but ND filters are a must, especially if you film in really bright scenarios. If it's getting closer to dark or it's really early, take the filter off. But for the most part, they're a must, and I'm really glad that DJI includes them, considering this drone is made for serious videographers, serious hobbyists, serious filmmakers. The ND filter, I'll leave it at that. You definitely need to use it. My Lamborghini right here, and I got a chance to fly it, so like I said, I'm so happy to share this with you. The first thing you want to do, it really doesn't matter the order, but first you want to put on the propellers. Oops, I'm not even looking, but there's a little dot on the propeller. You want to match it to the screw. So the silver screw goes with the silver dot, and the black darker screw goes with one with no dot. You can't mess it up though, so you can't put a silver screw on a black dot. What would happen if you could, the propellers would not be positioned right, and if you flew it, the drone would probably crash right away. It would not be good. So these are self-locking screws. They're on. As long as you make sure they're turned, you're good. I was a little paranoid because I didn't want a propeller to fly off, but if they're locked, you're good. Just don't be in a rush. Pay a little bit of attention to what you're doing. Okay, in this video, this one right here, I'm only going to be talking about the master controller, so the one that you use to control the drone. In my full review, when I have more time with it, and when I can get another person to fly with me, I will test out the slave controller and see how it works to control the video. Okay, so anyway, to get this thing from shipment mode, which is like this, first you want to turn the drone on, and then you want to turn the controller on, and then all you do, let me unplug this so I don't mess something up. There's this little knob right here, and this knob is dedicated to the landing gear. So all you gotta do is this. They say 4 times, but just do it a few times, and then it goes up. That's the coolest thing in the world. Like, for someone like me, I mean, I know it has a purpose, but that is just freaking awesome, and it turns heads when you're flying outside. So now we're in takeoff mode. So this is how you would set the drone on the ground to take off. This is, at this point, you would install the gimbal and everything. So let's turn the drone back off, because you don't want to install the gimbal when it's on. And to put this up here is really simple. There's these little like circuit boards or whatever. I'm not the most technical tech YouTuber. You just basically match those up, and then you just twist it. So it's locked. You don't need to screw anything. You just twist it and you're good. So now, gimbal's on. We're good to go. So now this is on. You can see the gimbal's doing its thing. It's calibrating and everything. I can plug the cord into the controller. You can use the tablet or phone. You can use iOS or Android. I found that iOS devices, the apps for it are a little bit more polished, so that's why I prefer iOS for this purpose. Remember, there's DJI Go 4 app and DJI Go. The DJI Go app is the original and is for the Inspire and the older Phantom lines. The DJI Go 4 app is for the Mavic, the Inspire 2, the DJI Phantom 4 Professional. So make sure you use the right app. Should I take it off right here? We're kind of in the woods, but I'll be careful, don't worry. I know you guys are waiting to watch me crash this, but to take off, there's a takeoff button, or you just bring both handles, sticks right to the middle like this.
The home point has been updated. Take off.
And there we go. As you can see, it's very steady, and it also has vision positioning, so it's going to be pretty good even in a kind of a weird, sketchy environment like this with no GPS. And also, like as you can see, when you're ready for it to take off, you put it out of landing mode and into takeoff mode. So it goes up like that, which is the coolest thing in the world. And then when you're ready to take it back down, it either does it automatically or you can opt to do it as well. So that's the coolest thing in my opinion. For shits and giggles, here is the Mavic. So look at that. It's a lot bigger. They're totally in different classes. But I had a really great time flying this device. Just to summarize, the battery life, not the best. Fly slower and you'll get better battery life. If you need to, this drone can go quick. It can go up to about 50 miles an hour. So strong winds or anything should not be an issue. I had an issue with strong winds with the Mavic, but Mavic has sport mode. This doesn't. This is just ready to go right away. So you don't need to fly with the throttle constantly pushed forward all the way. The Mavic, you push it forward, you go about 20 miles per hour max. Sport mode to 40, but this one, if you have full throttle, you're going 50. So for the most part, you just need to fly throttle about halfway, maybe even a quarter of the way. If you're trying to do cinematic shots, barely at all, and you're gonna get better battery life. Also to comment, these controllers, the joysticks are very nice. I love them. They feel very fluid. So it's very hard to do very jerky movement. With the Mavic, you have to play with the settings. With the Inspire, you can tell, like, first and foremost, this thing is made to create content. The Mavic seems first and foremost portability, stuff like that. Like, video is really good, but it's a little bit harder to make really good content. The Inspire is like a video system. Like, it's basically a good camera in the sky. And like I said, you can get different cameras. This is basically the bare bones camera. If you want an expensive camera, you can spend $3,000 to $5,000 on a camera to put on this, and that's not even including the Inspire. Everything you saw right here today is about $3,000. If you're nervous to try one of these, but you do want to try one, check out Lumoid.com because you can rent one for cheaper, test it out, you know, for a few days or a weekend or a week, whatever. If you made up your mind that you want one, great, and then you can buy one. If you don't want to buy one, that's good too. You tested it out, you're not out a lot of money. Sure, you can return stuff, but that's kind of a pain, especially if you're dealing with like shipments and return policies. This is just like you're testing out a device, and if you like it, you buy it. If you don't, you don't. Try something else. That's the beauty of this website. I really love it. This is a genuine thought of mine. I'm not getting paid to say this. They just offered to let me rent this for free. I rented it for free. I'm trying it for free. No money's being exchanged. Really great drone, really great service I'm checking out as well. Stay tuned for more videos on the Inspire. Let me know in the comment section below what else I should make on this Inspire. I only have it until Sunday. I have to send it back Monday. So today is Thursday, so we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I have 3 days to make as much content as you guys want. So definitely let me know what you want me to do. I plan on legit creating a full-length video comparing the Mavic and the Inspire. So let me know if that actually sounds good to you. And then, like I said, I actually intend to make a full review for the Inspire after 1 week. It should be a long enough time where I have pretty good thoughts on it. So other than that, I'm just rambling because I'm like a little giddy schoolgirl. I'm so excited to try this out. The only problem is I'm gonna wanna buy one. And of course, you know me, I'm gonna wanna buy the Inspire 2, which is $3,000 by itself. And then if you want the good cameras, you can pay about $5,000. They record in 5.2K. They use Cinema ProRes, so it would be crazy, but that's a very long-term goal. Maybe when I hit 100,000 subscribers, I'll congratulate myself and buy an Inspire 2. So make sure you hit that subscribe button down below to get me there. Save this video. If I ever hit 100,000 subscribers, call me out. Okay guys, have a great day. I appreciate everyone watching. You're the best. See you later. Bye.